Hello, this is Chapter 5, Review Number 3. The length of D is shown. What other length can be determined for this diagram? If this is 15 DE, then FE is 15 also, because this is the perpendicular bisector. Going to the corners here make it where they're equal. Also, equal here is F. We call this K. FK would be congruent to KD, as you can see the tick marks here. And FG would be congruent to DG. So those are the three sides that are congruent with one another. So EF, so that would be A. Next problem. This is the same as this up here, except it doesn't have the lines going to it. So again, because this is a perpendicular bisector, because it says it's a perpendicular bisector, so it's just like this problem up here, where you have a right angle and it bisects those lines. So IJ is going to equal JK. And also you can say BK is going to equal IB. So that's equal to that. And IA is equal to KA. Okay, so those are the three things that are congruent. Name the median for ABC. ABC, the median is going to be BD. AF is an altitude, and the angle bisector here is CE. All right, identify the parallel segments. So BD is congruent to all the way across is going to be AE. So this is going left and right. This line's going left and right. DF, sorry about that. DF is congruent to CA. This is going up and down this direction. This is going up and down. And then this is on a slant, BF. And that's going to be congruent to on the slant, CE. Next problem. This is the mid segment, which is 34. I need two mid segments to equal this long length here. So two of these to equal one of those. So 2 times 34 equals X. So 68 is going to equal X. Same idea on this one. AE is 31. So two of these to make one of those, but I'm going this direction, so it's half the amount. So I'm going to take 31 and divide it by 2 and get 15.5. EC is 36. And DF is 20. And I have to find AC. So they want me to find this distance. So here's my mid segment. So this distance here is going to be twice as much. So 2 times 20 is going to equal 40. Again, here's my long side. The tree is my mid segment. I know that because these two are equal and these two are equal. So the midpoint of this one is connected to the midpoint of that one. So 120 divided by 2 is going to give me 60. So it's 60 feet tall. And again, same idea. I need two of these to make one of those. So two mid segments. So 2 times 2x minus 9 equals 14. That's what I did here. I need two of these to make one of those. I need 2 20s to make a 40. So the mid segment, you got to remember and multiply it by 2 to make it equal to the length of the long segment. So 4x minus 18 is equal to 14. Add 18 to both sides. So 4x is equal to 32. So x is equal to 8. So it just said find x. So I found x. Find the length of the mid segment. So again, I need 2 mid segments to equal the length of the long one. So 2 times 4x plus 3 equals 2x plus 36. And so 8x plus 6 is going to equal 2x plus 3, 36. Again, I took this times this and then that times that. Subtract my 2x, subtract my smaller letters first. So 6x plus 6 is going to equal 36 because that's gone. Subtract 6, subtract 6. So x equals 5. But they wanted me to find the mid segment, so I got to go back and say 4 times 5 plus 3. 4 times 5 is 20, plus 3 more would give me 23. Next problem. Because it's bisected, that means DE is going to equal DG, and EF is going to equal FG. So 6x plus 14 equals 13x. Subtract 6x from both sides. So 14 is equal to 7x. X equals 2. Next problem. Same idea. These two angles are going to equal one another. So 5x plus 4 is equal to 6x plus 2. Get rid of my smaller letter first. This is gone. So 4 is equal to x plus 2. Subtract 2, subtract 2. So 2 is equal to x. Find angle RST. So angle RST is the whole angle. So if I took 5 times 2 plus 4, it's going to equal 14. So this angle is 14 and this angle is 14. So altogether, angle RST then equals 28. Bisect, find FG. Okay, same idea. N plus 8 equals 4n minus 4. Subtract n, subtract n. 8 is equal to 3n minus 4. So now I got to add 4. And I get 12 is equal to 3n. So 4 is equal to n. And then they wanted me to find FG. So 4 times 4 minus 4. 16 take away 4 is 12. So this distance is 12. All right. Find the center. So again, all I need to do is look at the hypotenuse. So those 2 points, minus 4, 1, and 1 minus 2. So I'm going to use the midpoint theorem. So x1 plus x2 all over 2 and y1 plus y2 all over 2. So minus 4 plus 1 all over 2, x1, y1, and x2, y2 because the second point. And so that'll give me a negative 3 over 2, which is equal to a negative 1.5 or a negative 1.5. And to find my y's, I'm going to do 1 minus 2 all over 2. So that'll give me 1 over 2. So x is minus 1 1/2. Y is a minus 1/2. And when I come up to graph it, minus 1 and then halfway, minus 1 and then halfway, and then halfway down. So that point right there. And find the length of AB. if AC is 42. So find all the way across is 42, and